Greetings and blessings, everybody. So I decided to come on live just for a brief moment here. Um, the beauty of Freemasonry and what it's supposed to be about is an awesome thing. Today, I want to talk about my brother, Fahim Knight. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. Fahim Knight is an awesome Mason. He's out of North Carolina, and he's part of the North Carolina Grand Lodge or PHA, that jurisdiction. And I want to say something in regards to that particular brother. He and I had an opportunity to fellowship yesterday briefly. He's in San Diego, and I had the opportunity to go by, pick him up, take him over to see his family. Greetings, brother Mike Lauren. And let me tell you this. For most of you who are proclaiming to be part of the Society of Freemasonry, Freemasonry has no boundaries when it comes to what it's supposed to be. Hear me clearly. Freemasonry has no boundaries when it is really portraying what it's supposed to be. And I say that based upon my relationship with various brothers from across various jurisdictions, but more especially with Brother Fahim Knight. Although we are part of two different jurisdictions, the brotherhood itself resides in both of us. We understand what Masonry is supposed to be truly all about. We may agree to disagree on some things and some issues, but for the most part, when you're talking about practicing Freemasonry, when you're talking about enjoying Freemasonry, what Freemasonry is supposed to be about, he is that example. He is definitely that example. And I'm going to, really and truly, I had an opportunity to be with this man on yesterday and meet his family, his wife, his daughter, and another gentleman that's part of their family. I had that opportunity, and people don't let you into their family unless they respect you. People don't let you into their family unless it's something about you that they want to share with their family. And for me, personally, to meet his wife, his daughter, her boyfriend, if I'm not mistaken, a friend of the family, that was an honor to me. And then for him to tell me, look, my daughter is out here in San Diego. Would you please look in on my daughter? He didn't ask no other Mason to do that as far as I know of but me. And to my brothers, that's something special. And I don't care what anybody says about other Masons and they're not this and there's not that. Let me tell you, the essence of Freemasonry, the Society of Freemasonry, is to watch over each other. It is truly to protect each other, okay? To make sure that that brother family is taken care of with means and necessary and the necessities that they may need if you can provide that. That is what the Society of Freemasonry is all about. You can blow this up. You can say, oh, you crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You're unrecognized. You're this, you're that. But I'm telling you, if you are truly a part of the Society of Freemasons, when you go to another state, another city, another country, you should be able to fellowship with another Mason there without feeling a certain way. Okay, and this is the thing that I deal with when I'm dealing with Black Masons in particular. Not all. I can't put everybody in a box. But for the majority, I deal with a lot of Black Masons. But what I'm saying is this. For any Masonic brother in their travels to introduce you to their family and to bring you in, and to let the family know if you're in need and you are in this particular spot in space, you can call on that brother. You can count on that brother. So the Society of Freemason is definitely built to protect its members. Okay? Not jurisdictional. Its members. That's why Freemason regards no man for his religious belief or his political aspect or his whatever. That's why you have many different volumes of the sacred law upon the altar of Freemasonry, because it's built that way. It is built to support itself, its society, It is structured in such a way till if you practice masonry as it should be, man, it'll be so much. It is totally awesome. And I've had the opportunity to do just that. Okay. In my fraternal travels, I've had that opportunity to do just that, to actually sit, to talk, and to fellowship, and to do the very things that you're supposed to be doing in masonry, beyond your own jurisdiction. I've had that opportunity to go to Brother Fahim's house and sit at his table, okay, and look at the books that he's writing. Okay, I can't go into detail in the books, but he shared that with me. And to know that he respects me in such a way to tell me to look out for his daughter. Do you know what type of honor that is for another man to trust you enough to tell you to look out for his daughter? You have no clue if you are a Mason and you've never been told to look out for another man's family, and you're 2,000 miles away from that man, maybe 3,000 miles. He's way over in North Carolina. I'm here in California. But he makes his way on this side of the country. We meet face to face and he tells me, man, look, my daughter is here. She knows nobody else. I need you to do this for me. Do you know how important that is? Do you understand the responsibility when you accept that from another brother? And because you are in this jurisdiction or that jurisdiction, you are totally missing the essence of the society. You're missing it. And for any of you to pin or to have this so-called mythology beef amongst yourselves, that is so small. I'm talking to all the Masons, the whole brotherhood. I don't care what race you are. For this thing to exist that we deal with within the Society of Freemasonry, it is your fault. It's you. You're the blame for the condition of the way Freemasonry is today. Not those who have died and may have caused some disharmony. They're dead. I'm talking about right now, right today, and the presence and the way things are. You are the blame for the way Freemasonry is today. If you are that brother, that sister who's causing this within the jurisdiction that you're in or out of, you're the damn problem. You're the reason why brothers are discontent. Sisters are pissed off. You're the reason why we have this so-called beef between Prince Hall, International, Modern Free, PHO, PHA. You're the damn problem. The problem is that you don't take being a Mason seriously enough. The problem is you don't take what it is to be a sister of the Order of the Eastern Star serious enough. And then these issues arrive and brother go leave. They start another jurisdiction. Sisters leave. They go start another chapter. Whatever that issue may be, you're the problem because you don't really stand firm on the principles of Freemasonry. Brotherly love, relief, and truth. Not to judge your brother or put him in a box, but to offer him aid when he's in distress, to assist him on his journey, to show him love, regardless. I'm saying there are some brothers in these various Masonic organizations who have probably done some awful things. Let's just be honest, and I'm not to say you should protect them. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you know a brother has done some things and he's paid his price, his penalty has been paid to society. I have no problem with that brother becoming a Mason. I have no problem with that sister becoming an Eastern Star. They paid their debt and now they have found a new road, a new journey. I have no issue with that. I have no issues with a brother from another jurisdiction, me assisting and aiding him along this journey in life. I have no issues with that. The issues I have is when you have active brothers who so-called to be righteous brothers, always want to point the finger at other jurisdictions and other brothers about this and that. That is my issue. Okay? That is my issue. And yes, it depends on what that brother did. Let's just be honest. If that person did some foul things, some things you just have to say, no, bro, you know, no. Some things, sisters, no. I get that. I totally get that. But I also believe a person deserves a second chance. That's me. And I would hope and pray that in this process of Freemasonry, in this thing that we call Freemasonry, this Society of Freemasonry, the Society of the Order of the Eastern Star, I would say plainly, let's look at it for what it is. Okay? Let's really look at it for what it is, because a lot of us don't take it to heart. You know, when that brother greets you a certain way, you don't take it to heart. You know, how is it? How many of you can actually say, really and legitimately speaking, how many of you can actually say that you asked the brother, hey, look, I need you to look out for my family? If you're watching this video, whether it be today or 10 years from now, you have to ask yourself, how often have you had a brother to say, look, I need for you to look out for my family? How many of you done that? How many of you have said, look, I'm in your city, I'm in your state. What is it that I can do to help benefit you? I would say this. Yesterday, I got a call from one of my lodge brothers who's on disaster relief. His job is to go around, set up disasters and relief for various disasters that have come through. And he was in Lafayette, Louisiana. Now, most of you know that we have a lodge in Lafayette, Louisiana, named King of the Valley 360. My brother Sanchez gave a call. He said, brother Tony, I'm in Lafayette. I need to get in contact with the brothers here to see what they need. He gets in contact with the brother. He said, look, I'm here. My job is to give relief to those who are in distress, as far as, you know, giving out, doing whatever he had to do. And he reached out to the brothers in that lodge, and that's what he told them. And this is what the society is all about. It's time to really understand what you are part of, because most of you have no clue what you're a part of. You think that this is a social club, and that's an issue. Most of you believe that you're a part of some social organization. Freemasonry and the Order of the Eastern Star is not a social organization at all. It's not. And this is where you're liking at. You know, when, oh, well, we're doing a fundraiser. It's cool to do fundraisers. I'm all for it. Hell, if as a matter of fact you're having a fundraiser, I'll send you a donation. I'm just saying that it's bigger than that. Freemasonry, the Order of the Eastern Star, the society is bigger than just your, I'm going out and having a few drinks tonight, come and go with me. You know, when you have asked someone, a stranger per se, to look out for your family, that means something. And it meant something to me when Brother Fahim Knight stated, hey, I would like for you to take a look out for my daughter. Don't take advantage of my daughter. Don't be looking at my daughter crooked. Look out for her. You know? And when you can do that, truly you are doing the thing that is called upon you to do. And within your obligation. It's within your obligation, but some of you are so hell-bent that your obligation is only to your jurisdiction. Your obligation goes beyond your jurisdiction. You need to go back and read your obligation. Go back and read it. It doesn't say, I do hereby here on my solemn seal, promise and swear that I would abide by blah, 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 blah. Yeah, to your jurisdiction, you would abide by the rules and regulations of your jurisdiction. Get it. But as you go down further in your obligation as a Mason, fellow craft or inner apprentice, it goes beyond those boundaries. You are binding yourself to other brothers who have taken that same walk. And to many of fellows have done this. You remember that part? If you're a Freemason, you know exactly what I'm saying. As many and brothers and fellows. That means that as all of those brothers, they didn't have a race behind it, who have done this thing, who have come before me. I'm in the same light. I'm in the same walk. That's what you're saying. But a lot of you are not able to grab that because you are too hell-bent on tearing down the next person, the next sister, the next brother. When you can elevate yourself, your mind, when you're able to elevate and get beyond the mere gossip of another jurisdiction or another brother, when you can do that, you have truly come to a point in your Masonic travels to where you're able to grab hold of what the order really means, what the society really is trying to give you. You know, when you're able to change that mindset, when you're able to elevate that mind to get there, you can truly say, this is what the society really is all about. Stop looking for favors from your brothers of the craft. Stop looking for favors from your brothers, from your sisters of the order. You know, most of you look for favors. Well, you know what, bro, can you hook me up, man? No, I'm not hooking you up just because you are part of the society. I'm not doing that. Too many times we look for a hookup, a handout. If I'm going to give you a handout, that's a hand up. And once you get up, you should be able to walk along this journey. And I'll walk with you. But as soon as you veer off to the left, veer off to the right, and you don't want to come back centered, I can't walk with you no more. I can't walk with you if you don't want to walk centered, because that does nothing for me. And it damn sure does nothing for you. I don't want to hinder you by assisting in the things that keeps making you go left and fall to the right. I want to be able to assist you to stay centered. As a brother of the Society of Freemasonry, I want to make sure that you are centered. You know, and this is where we're at. So to my brother Fahim Knight, you know, I want to say it is indeed a pleasure to have you in the city of San Diego and to be able to fellowship with your family, to see you once again. And if you ever find your way back to San Diego, definitely the fellowship again is going to be mutual, you know, and this is how you began to circumscribe yourself to travel and go beyond the mere boundaries of your own jurisdiction. This is truly, in my own personal opinion, when you read the Masonic rituals, be it your own, from your own jurisdiction, or ones that you can go and purchase, when you are able to definitely get in to that and apply that to your walk, to what you're actually doing, it's a beautiful thing, you know, and this is where we're at. So I want to say to everyone who's tuning in, and to those who may see this later on, this is a short video in regards to Brother Fahim Knight. Get to know Brother Fahim Knight. Look him up. You can find his writings all over the place. He's a Prince Hall brother from North Carolina, and he's been around for a minute. He's written some awesome articles in regards to Freemasonry, ancient free and free and accepted, you know. And like I said before, you're going to have to stop calling yourself John G. Jones. You're going to have to stop calling yourself Prince Hall. You're going to have to stop calling yourself International Modern Free PHO. That's the name of your jurisdiction. That's not who you are. Hear me clearly. The names of your jurisdiction is what they are. That is not you. You are a Mason. You are a member of the Order of the Eastern Star. Just because you was initiated a Prince Hall Mason doesn't make you a Prince Hall Mason. It makes you a Mason. You was initiated in the jurisdiction. Just because I was initiated up under a John G. Jones Grand Lodge doesn't make me John G. Jones Mason. It makes me a Mason. That is just my jurisdiction. This is the important things we should be teaching and telling our members. Because when you set up, oh, I'm a Prince Hall Mason, I'm a John G. Jones, I'm an international. That's some bullshit somebody told you. Let's just be honest. That's not who you are. That is your jurisdiction. You are a Mason who's been initiated or passed, who's been raised to that sublime degree. That's who you are. Other than that, that's some bullshit. Oh, you're a Prince Hall Mason. There ain't no such beast, no such animal as a Prince Hall Mason. That is your jurisdiction. There's no such beast or an animal as a John G. Jones Mason. That is your jurisdiction. That's from which you hail. From which you hail. I hail from John G. Jones Grand Lodge of California, ancient, free, and accepted Masons. I've never been to a lodge in Jerusalem. Think on that. Since you say that's from which you come, that's not from which you come. That's a whole nother story. But I'm just saying, this is where I hail from. This is where I was initiated past. Other than that, I'm a Mason. So you won't find me saying you won't find me saying that I'm a Prince Hall Mason, a John. You won't find me saying any of that. I'm a Mason. My jurisdiction is John G. Jones Grand Lodge of California. That's my jurisdiction, period. Other than that, I'm a Mason. My responsibility to the next Mason is to treat him with the utmost respect, okay? Because I found him worthy and well qualified as I am myself. So I'm going to show that brother respect for the craft, for the society, because he's done like I've done. He's traveled like I've traveled. And he showed himself to be worthy and well qualified of my assistance and my aid. And that's what I'm going to give him. Plain and simple. So when you're able to elevate your mind, when you're able to get beyond the meager boundaries that you have put in place to so-called protect you from so-called bogus brothers, Masons, or sisters, when you're able to move that out the way, then and only then will you be able to experience the Society of Freemasonry and what it's supposed to be all about. But until you keep those things up, you won't have that experience. Because you'll only be dealing with those who you claim that are like yourselves. You'll only be dealing with those you claim that you recognize. Masonry is too big. It's too universal. You're trying to put a society in a box, and it's not going to happen. It's not. I was on Zoom with some Masonic brothers from South America, and I had to use translator in order to figure out what they were saying, and it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. You had 100 brothers on a Zoom from various parts of South America talking in regards to Freemasonry and what it's supposed to be in its teachings. Here I am, probably one of only 4 black men in this whole entire Zoom, but it was beautiful. They didn't say, oh, that's brother John G. Jones. No, they said that's brother Tony Muhammad. He's a member of. And I was like, yeah, that's it. It had nothing to do with the mere fact that I am ancient, free, and accepted Masons. And when you travel outside of your boundaries, this is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to learn. Because apparently some of you are not getting his teachings in your Masonic Lodge. You're not going to get everything in your Masonic Lodge. You're going to get 98% of what you get in your Masonic Lodge is ritualistic work, period. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change that. 100% of what you get in your Masonic Lodge is ritualistic work. But to experience Freemasonry is beyond your boundaries. It's beyond your jurisdiction. When you go and fellowship with brothers, whether it be in their St. John's Day, whether it be at an event or banquet, whether it be those type of events beyond your own, this is where you're going to find the true essence of Freemasonry. When you're able to call upon a brother in another jurisdiction, beyond your own General Grand Masonic Congress, your Congress of North and South America, whatever your Congress or General, whatever, when you're able to go beyond that and reach out and touch a brother and he responds to you as such, then and only then you're going to say this is what Masonry is all about. But if you're only going to touch those in your home, it'll just be in your home. And that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But the essence of brotherly love, relief, and truth goes beyond those portals. And there lies Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star. There you will find the very thing that you are a part of. There you will find the beauty as the sun rises in the east and sits in the west. There you're going to find the center point of Freemasonry as you circumvent around and you find that point, there you're going to find Freemasonry and what it really is all about. Other than that, you're not going to find it because you're too busy looking at Masonry in the Order of the Eastern Star as some social club. That's what you see. That's what you get. When people see that you party all the time, when people see this is all you're going to do and there's no real structure of teaching and educating, there's no real thing about really traveling and visiting other jurisdictions beyond your own. There's no real Masonic, like mystical, esoteric teachings, breaking that thing down. When there's no umph in your lodge, brothers don't stay long. When there's no umph in your chapter, sisters don't stay long. They needs to have that thing, that motivation, that it factor. Your chapter needs to have that it factor. Your lodge needs to have that it factor. So when members become Masons and Eastern Stars and become part of the society, it's something special about it. But if all you want to ever do is give your members a damn dinner ticket, tell them to go sell some stuff and a party, if that's all you're going to give them, they don't need you because they can do that by themselves. They don't need it. This is why it's important for people like myself, people like most of you, Brother Fahim Knight and others, to really exhibit and be the example of what it is to be an Eastern Star, be the example of what it is to be a Mason. I'm not saying that I'm perfect by far, but I damn sure want to set the bar. I damn sure want to set the example. That's me. Many people don't want to be the example. They don't want to set the bar. No, man, no, I can't do that. Well, that's on you. So look, until next time, I just wanted to just share my my admiration and my true fellowship with Brother Fahim Knight and what he means to me personally, man to man, and as a brother Mason. And how honored I was for him to ask me to, hey, you know what? Hey, bro, you know, my daughter is here. Could you look out for her? Yes, I gave my word. And my word is all I got. And my word is bond. I'm out. I think. I can't cut this off. Hey, y'all have a good one now. If I can get this thing to cut off. Let me see if I can go here. Nope. Nope. I don't think I'm going nowhere right now. I'm still hanging on. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you go.